Hi students, welcome to Plus 2 computer class. You know we are discussing about the language called JavaScript. In the previous video we already seen how we are accessing value from text box. Okay, with the sample HTML program, JavaScript program I already explained how we are accessing value from a text box. Okay, how it is accessing using text box. Then in this video we are going to discuss a new term called validation. Okay, validation means how we are performing data validation, how we are checking data according to some of the condition, how we are checking data, it is number or not, character or not, like that. So validation statement, with the help of an example I will explain the validation statement, how we are validating name and age of a student when we are submitting your data. Okay, so that we are going to discuss first. Normally JavaScript is a client-side scripting language. Client-side scripting language, we can perform some small validations. Small validation like we can check whether the entered field is empty or not. If it is empty, then one alert message will come, please enter some values inside the text box. Then, for example, suppose you are applying for some of the courses, then there will be some age limit. Okay, for example, up to 15 to 20. Okay, this age limit students can apply for this particular course, 15, age from 15 to 20. So we can also place age limit here. Then in the column, we can check whether the entered value is number or not, like that. Okay, so that all validations we are going to discuss in this video, because JavaScript is a client-side scripting language. In client-side scripting language, we can perform some small validations. Small validation means we can check whether the entered field is empty or not, whether it contains some value or not, like that. So with the help of an example, I will explain. In this example, the example program is this: create a web page that validates name and age of a student. Create a web page that validates name and age of a student. Name and age of a student means we are inserting two text boxes. First text box, we are going to create a sample web page like this. In the first text box, you want to input the name of the student. After that, age of the student. So total number of text boxes 2. First text box for name, second text box for age, and after that one button also present, but that button for show, to show the details or show or submit. Show or submit. When we submit or when we type name and age, after that we can submit. So when we submit, if any of the field is empty, then we will get a warning message. If the field is empty, please input a name. And if age is more than the limit, then also we will get some kinds of alert message or warning messages. So that we will discuss how we are getting alert message, or how we are getting some kinds of, or how we are including validation statement in a JavaScript program. Clear? So this is a sample web page. So according to this we will get the web page. So this is a sample web page. So I think the concept is clear. The number of text box, first text box and second text box. First text box name txt1, second text box name txt2. Then our form name is form validation. Okay, clear? Then, so we'll start with HTML section. HTML head, title of our web page is validation. Title of the web page is validation. Okay, then after that close the title tag. I am going to include the function definition inside the header tag. So I am not going to close header tag. So the function is function check data. What is the function name? Function check data. Then after that I am going to input two variables: age of a student and name of a student. Okay, two variables I am going to include: age and name. Age for storing the age and name for storing the name. Then first condition. Okay, first I am going to validate the name field. Then there are two validation statements present. For example, we can check whether the entered text box is empty or not. That means if the user forgot to type any kind of data inside the text box, then you will get an alert message, please enter the name. So that is the first validation statement. If name equal to if name equal to blank space, that means no value present inside the age column, then what you want to give? Alert, please type name, or please enter your name. You will get a message box, alert box or message box you will get. In that message box it will display please enter a name. Then after this we are terminating the program? No, we are not terminating, because it's just a warning message. We are continuing the process. So again here we are using return statement. Return means we are returning to the main execution statement. So this is the first validation statement. Then we can check whether the entered string character is more than any number. That means if name dot length greater than 50. That means if the length of the name is greater than 15, then it will not fit inside the column. Then we can write like this: alert, name must contain 10 characters. Name must contain 10 characters. After that we can return. Close the bracket. Okay. So like this we can insert. If name equal to, then look here, the number of variables. How many variables we are using here? Age and also name. After function check data. Okay, what is our function name? Function check data. That is our function name. The number of variables var name comma age. Then first we are checking the validation statement. Before the validation statement, what you want to do? You want to insert some of the values inside the attribute name or variable name. So how we will insert value into name attribute? From the first text box we are accessing value from name. So how we will write? Document dot, what is our form name? Okay, you can assign any of the form valid or form validation dot, what is our text box name? txt1 dot value. That means whichever value we are entering in to the first text box will assign to the variable name. Then after that, so this is for the validation for name. Then after that I am going to insert age. Age is equal to, second text box value I am inserting here, document dot form, what is our form name? Form validation dot text box name txt2 dot value. The assigned value will be saved into variable age. Then in the text box for age we can only type numbers. Okay, we can only type numbers. If the entered field is empty, then we can print a message, alert please enter age. Otherwise we can write a message like this: if is nan of age, is nan of age. Is nan of age. What does this is nan indicate? This function checks whether the entered variable or entered text box, or in that text box it contains number or not. If it returns true value means if it is not a number, what you want to type? You want to display an alert message. Alert, enter age in number. Enter age in number. Then after that, what you want to write? A return statement. Close the bracket. Return statement. Then another validation statement for age. We can check whether the entered text box contain number or not. Otherwise, one more validation we can write. What is it? We can check whether if name equal to blank, whether it contain empty or not. Then we can type please enter a age. Then another validation statement also present. If what is it? Age dot length. Okay, if age dot length, otherwise age less than 15 or age greater than 20. We can write like this. If age less than 50 or age greater than 20, that means the age limit between 15 and 20. Okay, if it is not, that means if the condition is not satisfying, then again we will get alert message. Okay, so all these are known as validation statement for JavaScript. Validation statement for JavaScript. Especially we are performing validation while we are entering name, number or whatever information we are inserting into a JavaScript program. Always we are checking the validation statement. The first validation statement is, first we can check whether the entered text box contains some amount of information or not. If it is not present, alert, please type name. After that, return statement. No need to close, because return means we are inside the program. We are not exiting from the program. We are just giving an alert message. After that, we are executing the main program. There is no change in the execution. It will remain same. There will be in the execution statement. Then length also, that means age also we can validate like that. So whatever validation statement you want to write, always validation statement we are including inside alert statement. After each alert statement we are specifying return statement. So normally we are checking whether it is empty or not, or it contains number or not a number. If it is a number, definitely you want to check whether it is a number or not. Then if you want to enter mobile number, you know the maximum number of mobile number is 10. That means the entered length should be equal to 10. More than 10 and less than 10 is not allowed. So we can assign a validation like that. That means mobile number dot length is equal to 10. Mobile number dot length is equal to 10. That is the condition. If it is less than 10, then it will not allow. If it is greater than 10, then also it will not allow. Okay, so these are the different types of validation statement. Name and also age you want to include. Then, so you know what is our form name? Form validation. What is the first text box name? txt1. Second text box name? txt2. So all these are included inside the head section. That means this is just the function definition. Then next one, inside the body section I am going to include the form tag. Okay, inside the body section I am going to include the form tag. Form tag means I am just describing body, form, name is equal to form name is equal to form validation. What is the form name? Form validation. Then first you want to enter the name. Enter the name. Enter the name. Name we are entering inside the text box. So input control, input, type equal to text. What is our first text box name? Name equal to txt1. Name equal to txt1. After that, br tag. Br. Then again enter the age. enter the age. Then input type is equal to text, name is equal to txt2. Name is equal to txt2. After that again br tag 2. Br tag I am going to use. Then after that you want to include one button. Okay, input type is equal to button. Type is equal to button. Value equal to save. Then when we click on the save, what want to execute? Check data function want to execute. So we can write like this: on click is equal to check data function. On click is equal to check data function. So this is the design or alignment or the different, that means the alignment in which manner we are getting the output on the web page. So this is the layout. Then once the form definition is over, we can close the form tag, and after that close the body tag and close the HTML tag. Okay, I think it is clear how we for what purpose we are using JavaScript. JavaScript normally used as client-side scripting language. Validation, there is no special function available for performing validation. Okay, there is no special function available. Some of the built-in functions are available that we can make use of for performing validation. IsNaN function, then length property also we can use to check the number of characters. Then uppercase and lowercase, that also we can use. The name in some of the registration forms always should be in uppercase. If it is small letter, we can convert it into uppercase. That kind of small animation and also validations we can perform using JavaScript. Okay, hope you understood. Again we will revise the topics that we studied, how we are performing validation statements, how we are executing validation statement using JavaScript with the help of a sample program. Then you want to write one question in your notebook, that is you want to create a JavaScript program for validating name and also age, data validation using JavaScript. It's very simple. Inside the function definition you want to include maximum number of validation. I think 2 validation is enough. First you want to check whether the entered field is empty or not. Otherwise if a number we can check using isNaN function. Otherwise length also we can calculate. Okay, so hope you understood. The remaining section we will discuss in the next video. Okay then, thank you.